I just learned recently was an All-America tailback at Boston University, their first 1,000-yard rusher, and he also had a brief stint in the pros. And now we'll tell you a little bit about himself. He's an entrepreneur, a local entrepreneur.
Thank you very much. My name is Malcom Najarian. I'm going to be the levity of this. Firstly, I'm angry. I'm always angry. They call me Mr. Miserable. I own Cafe Bon Ami, the politically incorrect cafe. More of you need to come to that establishment because you get to speak freely, be free, and get whatever you want. Okay? My story comes from defiance. My whole life has been defiant, and I didn't pay attention to one thing the state of Rhode Island told me to do. Okay? When the mask mandate came up, and we were mandatorily had to have masks, there's my mask mandate. No mask. We have people outside. We have a magnificent community that frequents our cafe. It is one of the most dynamic, diverse, oddball character establishments with a woven fabric that's impenetrable. It is the craziest thing to see minorities and majorities sit diametrically opposed to each other, get along, and talk to each other. There's no Wi-Fi, there's conversation only. And that's how we work at the cafe, and that's how I work in my life. I do one thing, I do it very well. And one of the things I wasn't going to do was kowtow to some stupid mandates or some of the commentaries that they had. So when they started coming in with 6-foot distancing, I got 2 tin cans, 4 tin cans, 6 feet of string in between them, and they were on the tables. You want to talk to somebody? This is the stupidity of what social distancing is all about. I am going to defy everything that was put out by this state of Rhode Island because I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm getting ready to leave this state myself because there's nothing of value in it. Okay? As the way the leaders of this state are operating, okay, there is nothing. They strip you of everything. So when they told me another thing, I did a video because we were sitting outside, congregating, like humanity, like we're all here for a reason. And I took a video and I said, this is what Gina Raimondo is stealing from you. The opportunity to be free and congregate and communicate. And that's not going to happen here. She can go to the state police, the Cranston police were at my cafe. Okay? Oh, yeah, all the nonsense went on, right? So I put on my door. We were visited by the Schutzstaffel. No further dining in the cafe per order of the strong arm of our government. On my front door. Some of the Jewish faith didn't like that, but it's basically the same thing in gulags and whatnot. I apologize, but I didn't. So, those stupid mask mandates, those foolish things. I never caught COVID. I never wore a mask. My staff did on their own occasions when they wanted to, because outside the cafe, someone may have been. I don't think we had anyone infected at the cafe. I was open every single day. We never closed. Okay? We gave people the choice to come through the doors. Later, another sign near the end of it, because the health inspectors would come in and they'd say, where's your list? Ma'am, I'm not having some person walk through the door for 35 seconds and sign a piece of paper and walk out with a black cup of coffee. I'm not going to have that person do that every single day. That's just stupid. She said, where's your cleaning log? Don't have one. What? Don't have one. I said, my staff's really not that bright. So I do all the cleaning every single night. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna check off a list of things that I know that I need to do that I do every day. Not doing it. Oh, Malcolm, you. And this plexiglass? No plexiglass. I have a ceiling that's the only one in the world I had it custom made. I'm not hanging anything. But I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. For you, I'm gonna put 40,000 pieces of plexiglass, 1 millimeter apart. And then I'm gonna stand back here and smoke 4 cigars. I guarantee you my left arm that every pane of that glass, both inside and outside, has smoke residue on it. Guess what? The virus is 0.05 microns. A smoke molecule, which is on every one of those panes of glass, 1 millimeter apart, is 1 to 2. The smoke is 0.04. So the virus is smaller than that, but the smoke we can see is going to still, guess what? They don't like plexiglass. When you go to a restaurant and there's a plexiglass thing and the guy standing, handing the food underneath, you're getting infected with whatever virus he has. And when I put those papers down on the table, out on the chairs, you would have to cut my hand off because I touched every piece of that paper. You people are potentially contagious because of me. That's the ludicrousy that we had to follow every single solitary day. So my final thing that I wrote was this. We are a constitutional cafe. Now, we are a constitutional abiding cafe. As with our menu, you decide what goes into your beverage or what you want on your breakfast sandwich or waffles, not the establishment. Make your choice. If you want to wear a mask, do so. If you don't choose to wear a mask, don't. If you're a person who wants to force others against their decision, do not enter these premises, for you will be told to leave. And that's the way we have to do it. I had no idea what I was going to say. This is all off the cuff. But I'm angry. The gentleman before me was angry-ish. Okay? Okay? We need to be more diabolical than they are. Because you can't win it by being nice. You have to make demands, and you have to be vehement about them. I was. Cops came in, stopped coming in because they were told not to come in. Friends. Thank you, friends. Okay? I don't follow that. I didn't follow that in school, in my education, and I came out pretty well. So I want to tell everybody, that's my little story. I suffered 47% loss in revenue over the 2 years because you couldn't let me have people come in there. I said, I'll give coffee for free, keep them out. I won't charge them. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do, because this is a free country. So I wish upon all of us to take hold hands mentally and physically. It's going to be us against them. Because politicians hear nothing, because they only want, and he spoke about, the power and control. It gives them euphoria. And it's sickening to deal with. So I'm going to end here, and thank you for allowing me to speak.
I knew it was a good recommendation to have Mal speak.